Welcome to this episode of the MYMACCPodcast, and today I'm here with a student from Welding. So what do you like about your program?
So my favorite thing about the program is it involves you get a lot of freedom, and then once you get all of your projects done that are actually assigned to you, then you can start bringing in your own projects. Like if you have something at home that you want to build or you have to fix, you're allowed to kind of do that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm. How quickly do you get projects done in that class?
So our assignments that we have, I finished really quickly. Would have been my junior year. Mm-hmm. I finished in the middle of February. Generally, it takes till pretty much the end of the school year. Mm-hmm. So I had a couple months there where I could bring in stuff, and just kind of do my own thing throughout the class.
What does a typical day in the program look like?
So the program here, it's for me, I don't have that much, but so when my program technically is when I go to work, mm-hmm. We go morning meeting, and then we go kind of into the shop. Like this entire semester, essentially, I've been building a welding trailer that's kind of been a pain. So mm-hmm. we've been working on that one a while.
Mm-hmm. So how does the MACC differ from the high school?
To me, it offers a lot more freedom, mm-hmm. just because you can a little bit more freedom of basically everything. It's more hands-on. You're not sitting in a classroom per se. You're actually getting up, moving, doing your own type of thing.
Mm-hmm. What are some challenges that you have faced in your program?
Oh, the qual plates for sure. Those took me a long time, which they kind of take a lot of people mm-hmm. quite a while to learn, just something different. And not only that, it's not really the easiest to do. So it's not like you can just grab 2 pieces of metal and go. You have to grind it, and then you mm-hmm. have to tack it. It's just a pain.
Mm-hmm. A lot more work.
Yeah, very much more work. So then, after every pass, you have to grind out everything. There can be no mistakes in it. Because one little BB in it, you just fail the whole thing. You have to
be precise.
Very precise. Mm-hmm. Basically hitting every little piece of metal with your wire.
Mm-hmm. Has this program helped you in your plan for your future?
Oh, yes, definitely. So a lot of where it helped me learn the basics. I kind of knew the basics coming into it, but I didn't know, stick. I never even fathomed I started that. So I finished up stick, then went to MIG, then obviously I finished with TIG, and that's kind of helped me a lot when I went to work. Mainly at work we use MIG, but I've still developed a lot of MIG work through it all. So it kind of just bumped me up one step before I went to work.
Is this a plan, is this a career you plan
on for sure
going into?
I like what I'm doing, and not only that, to me it's a little bit easy. Obviously you're all going to have your struggles on some things, but for the most part it's pretty easy.
Has this program really taught you anything new that you
never knew before? For sure. So a lot of it is the technique. I always just kind of went and did what I thought was right, and then we kind of had to change the whole thing up and got everything down to where it needed to be.
And do you have a welding class at your high school?
At the high school, no.
Okay. Have you made any new friendships or connections here at the MACC?
Actually, yeah, I've had a couple. Mainly from Central and whatever classes come in. I also have had a couple. Well, I know a couple. I used to go to Greenville, so I have all my friends that come here from there. So,
yeah. What is your favorite part of the program?
So for me, it's when I can go out and do the work study program. I kind of wanted to do that last year, but you can't do that as a junior. You have to wait till you're a senior. So the minute I could jump onto it and go out to work is what I was kind of planning to do. So
you just kind of wanted to get straight into it and just work.
Yep, make money while going to school. So
right.
And with that, it's kind of simple. I mean, my work's closer to my school than going here, so going to work is so much easier.
Are there any certificates, certifications, or anything like that you need to earn?
To go to work or just
in general?
In general, yeah. So in our welding class, we're offered, I think, 4. You get your MIG, your stick, your flux, and your TIG. But TIG really isn't offered to first years, just because generally first years don't really get very far into TIG. So that's more of a second-year option when they go to it.
Do you plan to continue that?
I'm not sure yet, just because of how work and everything is, but I probably will pursue the TIG one, yes.
All right. What is one of the most valuable skills your program has?
Oh, for sure, the life skills, those are for sure definitely the big ones. I mean, welding, you can take it anywhere.
Right.
If you go to any state, anywhere, basically in the entire world, you can use it, because everyone's always looking for welders, so.
Oh, yeah.
You kind of just take it and you learn and base, and you just get more and more and more knowledge on it.
So I heard you're in the work-based learning program, so tell us about that.
So the work-based learning program is essentially when instead of coming to the MACC, you can go to work. So you have to come to the MACC 1 day a week, and then the other 4 days you're allowed to go out to work, or however many hours you're allowed. So for me, I come to the MACC on Mondays, and then I go to work or Tuesday through Friday.
Okay.
So and then I do the exact same hours at our MACC since we open at 8. I work till 10:30, then I go to my home school.
Okay. What has it been like at your work-based learning place?
So it's actually been even at work you get even more freedom. Obviously you have a little bit more
right.
I don't know, adult, I guess, to it.
It'd be
because
treated more like a job.
Yep. That's kind of what I mean. Obviously, you're gonna have a little bit more leniency through your
Right.
workplace and whatnot than an actual job. But you still have to show up on time. You still have to do your
Right.
work. You still have to do it properly. You still have to do everything that's required.
Yep.
It's just a little bit more hands-on, I guess I would say.
Yeah.
Because here, most of the time, you have an instructor helping you if you're working on a project. They're kind of have fun. You're on your own now.
Right.
But yeah, so it's kind of just a little bit more hands-on to yourself.
Yeah. Do you like what you're doing at your work?
So my work is probably, I actually enjoy work more than about anything. So it's just, to me, I like doing welding. So
Yeah.
it just fits in with me a little bit better. And then I'm working with people that I enjoy to work with.
Yeah.
So
Which makes it
makes it
easier.
so much more enjoyable.
Yeah.
Because you can sit there and joke around with people and you're not going to go home and get butthurt.
Right.
Because they just throw them right back at you.
Oh, yeah. What advice would you give to someone who wants to come to the welding program?
So an advice I would get is make sure you show up on time every day, because every day you waste, you lose your instruction time, and that
Right.
kind of goes hand in hand. Because I've watched kids, they show up, they don't do very much, and
Oh,
all of a
yeah.
sudden they're a month behind, and it's like,
Right.
you got to get to work. But advice I'd give is I'd definitely give it a go. It's a life skill you can take anywhere, and you
Right.
can keep, there's no shortage of not building on it.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can always learn one way or another in it.
Right.
So
If you really want to
if you really want to, if you want to invest in yourself,
it would be a good
yep.
idea. And just make sure you put the time and effort into it and not just
Yep. Don't just sit there and be like, yeah, it's good enough. Make sure
Right.
it's actually a quality weld and everything's good to go.
make it worth it.
Yep. Because a lot of times if you go out to work and it ain't well,
Yeah, that won't.
cut it off and do it again.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you.
Yep.
Thank you for tuning in on this episode of the MYMACC podcast.